Actually, I met a guy on my way going to school.
How old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
How did you get pregnant?
He used to come to my place and we used to have affairs together.
Can you get the number of that honorable?
When we entered December that last year, he just told me that let us go and do the abortion.
Describe everything you know to the public. Let them look for him for us.
He said he's one of the late king of Oyo relatives.
Having gone through all of this, how have you been able to manage yourself when you think about the whole thing that has happened to you?
I feel so bad because it's almost destroyed one thing in my life that we call happiness.
I've been privileged to be on this side of life for over 3 decades, and I've sat down to think. I do a lot of thinking, asking myself about fairness, about living a life that sometimes you ask a lot of questions. I remember one of my days in the midst of my storm, I told myself, I said, Jesus didn't have to die. When life puzzles you back to back and it's becoming difficult to fix the puzzle, sometimes you ask, so what did I do? Who have I offended? Why life is so unfair? And I just reached the conclusion that Jesus didn't have to die. And how do I mean? I'm saying that sometimes things happens to us for a reason. There's no reason without a reason. There's no curse without a curse. Things happen because something must happen that probably will bring a message. And most of the time, in all fairness, pain brings purpose, mess brings messages. In my place of saying to myself, why do I have to go through all of this? And I reached a conclusion. Like a boy, let me call him a man that was born blind. And people associate pain, torture, afflictions, things that happens to generational issues. Sometimes they spiritualize it. And that was why Jesus was asked, who sinned? How can somebody be born blind? Who sinned? And the answer came in so profound. And Jesus said, so that the glory of God can be revealed. Same question gave me an answer that Jesus didn't have to die. If he had not died, there wouldn't be a name that is above every other name today. Pain sometimes give back to purpose. Sometimes pain comes to our lives because we have to just understand the dynamics of divinity. And that was why Jesus said, nobody has sinned. You know, sometimes when you go through stuff, people associate your pain to your sin, to what you have done. They try to help you to rationalize life. Sincerely, life cannot be rationalized. Life cannot be fixed. It's not a puzzle. In the light of divinity, it's a different thing when you know that you impose whatever happens to you on yourself. So many things. Mary just sat there, having enjoyed her life, preparing to be married to Joseph, and suddenly there was divine apprehension. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. You're going to be pregnant. Come on now. How do you explain that? God cannot be boxed. God cannot be put in a straitjacket. God cannot be predicted, especially when He has a plan. Can you imagine giving birth to a child born blind? What? And the child became an adult. And one day Jesus was going and the man was healed. Is he a man or a boy? The man was healed? And questions started coming in. I want you to look at your life. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care the challenges. I don't care how much negative information has come to you because of your lifestyle, because of what your life is playing out. It may be playing out wrongly, questioning, hazardous, sadly, playing out funny and strange. And you look like, is this person a clown? Your life can actually look like you're a clown because nothing is adding up. But there's always someone behind the scene, shaking the scene. And that person may not be seen, but it's just behind the scene. And that's why I always tell people, judge nothing before time, because we don't know what the potter is doing with the clay. It is the intention of the potter that comes out when the clay is being molded to fit what exactly he has in store. And that takes me to what I have in store for you today. It's so overwhelming because I said it before that life can be overwhelming, life can be questioning. So you don't sit in life and become the judge of people's lives, because the truth is you don't know what divinity is doing. You don't know the end of the script. He that wrote the script knows what is in the script. You don't know the thing that the owner has penned down for our lives. We are all living a script. And he that wrote the script of your life, he knows what is written there. I have a guest today, and her situation actually made me to know that sometimes life can come and hit you headlong. I often say this, and let me say it here. When life hits you, don't head it. It's insanity. Don't chest it. It is blood pressure. You can walk over it. You can do all things. You can become the best version of your storm. Don't let pain, don't let circumstances, don't let what life throws at you to define you. In that pain, there's a purpose. My guest is here today. She's physically impaired and born like that. That was why I gave you the example of the man that was born blind and questions were asked. Not just being born blind or visually impaired, but the truth is, when you have burden already, you are dealing with issues already. There's a language of mind that says when big problem comes on you, small, small one will be climbing on you. That is the case of my guest today. Welcome. What is your name?
My name is Ajayi Precious.
I want to ask you a question. What do you like about yourself?
Actually, what I like about myself is that um, I'm always happy. I do not let everything that is happening to me to freak me down. So
Oh, wow. That's a good one. Wow, that's a good one. That's a very, very good one. What makes you happy this day, particularly?
What really makes me happy today is that um actually today is uh our festival starts today, so I'm happy because we are celebrating the death of Jesus Christ.
Oh, nice. That's a good one. Wow. All of you, you've seen her, and I know you can figure out, even without saying what I've said before. You have a story to tell. And what happened to you? What has it cost you emotionally? How do you feel? Before we go to other things, go ahead.
Um Actually, it gives pains a lot when someone is visually impaired, whether accidentally or when someone is being born blind. But I would rather say accidentally visually impairment is very difficult because all of a sudden some people they will just have the challenge will just happen at the age of 10, 12, even some people 20 years. The Some people they will have finished their higher institution, but for my own it was from birth. The challenges I faced is when I'm in primary school, secondary school time, because that primary school, we have three sections in our school. We have the hearing impairments and the intellectually disability people with the visually impaired. So they mingle us together. Sometimes it is very difficult because those hearing impaired people and the intellectual disability, they can still see with their eyes, but we the visually impaired, we can't use our eyes to see. Sometimes placing things on the road, stealing our things, or whenever we want to fetch water like that, they can just chance us, like they will just take chance to, because we can't see. There are many challenges, like some people, whenever you are facing the challenge, your parents they will just neglect many children there.
Hmm.
So that's what I can still say for now. Actually, there are a lot of challenges that
W-
you can't, even if we say we should start this hour, we can't finish everything till night.
Wow, wow, wow. There's so many things that is being said here that is loaded. Hmm. You said your mom is late. What happened? You lost your mom too. That's another puzzle. What happened?
Of a blessed memory, um, my mother so rests in perfect peace because she's so loving, she's caring. I She's one of my precious, one of my, let me just say, she's so precious to me. I love her so much because my mom did not let me feel that, even my father, both of them, they did not let me feel that I'm a visually impaired. Actually, they have people are telling them that ah she can't do anything for you. She can't offer you anything. Even in my father's family, they used to tell him that, is this a child? This is not a child now. The person that cannot see, you're just wasting your money. You're just wasting anything. Like any, they used to convince them. But for my mom, she did not try to hear them because I feel that love when I'm in primary school because my mommy was late at um 2018. I want to finish my primary six. I was busy doing my second term exam. That's when I heard that my mom is late because when I heard that, it pains me a lot. Firstly, I just think back that how can I live? How will I be okay like this? Because that Sunday, it won't pass that my mommy will not come to visit me. Even midweek, she will come. Those food that they used to give baby at the age of 10, 12, I'm still eating them. She did not let me feel so depressed. But there are some children, as you have asked me earlier, that their parents will just leave them, dump them at the school. Even some, they will carry them to the river. Is when whether someone is passing by, that they will try to rescue them and ask about the school that they can take them to. That's when they will be trying to. That's when they will be trying to help them. There are some children that, in especially in that my primary school, there are some children that is our governor at that time that takes good care of them, their parents. You won't see anybody. They won't they won't come to visit them, and they will just be. That's why you see some children that are disabled, let me say it like that are disabled. They will be seeing them begging, stealing, because they have been looking for, their parents have been looking for opportunities that, let me just go and put this child in a place, nothing the child can bring out. The child can't become anything. Even, let me give one example. There is a girl in our school at that time. Whenever her parents want to have visitors, they will not, whenever the visitor is around like this, ah, Faith, go inside though. You know we want to have a visitor now, because I don't want them to see you that you are a visually impaired or any impairment. Sha. So they will just close the door, and whenever the visitor is asking that, where is your child? Ah, she's not around though. She has went to a place with a friend and they are lying. It's because they did not want her to see those visitors because of her challenge. So that's just what I can still say, ma.
Wow. I held my tears multiple times because I felt the pain of a mother. I felt the pain of raising a child that you carry for 9 months and knowing fully well that the child is physically impaired, and you took the cross and you made up your mind that you're going to love that child even to death. Even when the mom is late, the memory of a good person cannot be erased. The way her mom responded to the fact that, and the dad, she actually acknowledged the two of them. They took their cross and they made up their minds that whatever happens to their child, she's loved, she's valued. And that actually made her to, you can see that she speaks good English. You can see that she's not even feeling depressed until something happened. If you follow me from the beginning, you will understand me saying to you that sometimes when big problem comes, small one will be climbing it. But for her, what climbed this is not a small one. She's suddenly she's expecting a baby. I know you're expecting a child now. Can you tell me, or you want to tell the world, what happened? How did you get here? Your tummy is out. You are how many months gone now?
5, ma.
Wow. I want you to share that experience with us, knowing fully well that you've gone through the challenge of not being able to see. Now you're expecting a child. How old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
What happened? How did the issue of pregnancy came? Or were you married? Let me ask, are you married?
No, not really.
Oh, when you said no, not really. What does that
No,
sup-
no, no.
what does that supposed to mean?
I mean, I have not get married to anyone.
Go ahead with your story if you want to share it with us.
Actually, I met a guy at Oyo town on my way going to school. We greeted each other that day, and he tried to have my contacts. So as days pass on, he used to call me just to greet. So when it is after, let me just say, a week or 2 weeks, he now told me that he likes me. And I said, ah, please let's get it easy, because as you are talking to me before, you did not put this thing into action. But now you don't know who I am. You don't know you haven't studied me. You just say that you like me. Okay, oh, before I will agree with you, let's be friends for a while. He said, no, I know what I'm saying. I can't deceive you. When I mean things, I mean it for real. Okay, just give me 3 days. Let me think of it. Later on, he called me after the third day. Now said, okay, oh, how far about my request? And I said, I've agreed with him. So along the line, we started our relationship. So as we start, he used to come to my place. He used to come and visit me because when I asked him that, please, I explained all my challenges to him. Like I'm a visually impaired. He knows that. I explain my family that my daddy is old enough, nobody to take care of me, and the one that is trying to do everything myself by going to churches to minister. And he said I should stop all those things, that he's going to take care of me, he's going to pay my school fees, my house rent, because I'm squatting with people in school. So, and I said, "Ah, are you sure of this?" I think, according to what he told me, I think he came from a average family, because one of his promise is that whenever I'm through with my education, he will try to help me to do checkup whether I can do the surgery for my eye. That whenever they give him the reports, we are going to try and do the surgery.
Let me pause a little bit here. Meaning that you were born being visually impaired, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And was there any time they said to your parents, if you can afford, when they do surgery, you might see? Was there anything like that? Or you've not done any test to be sure you can see at all?
Actually, we did series of tests, but not on surgery.
Okay, when did the issue of surgery came up?
Um, is when he told me that we are going to try and do the checkup
You
for
know why
the.
I'm laughing? Sometimes it's not, he doesn't call for laughter, but that laughter is actually sarcastic, because I knew he was trying to groom her to do whatever he wants to do with her. That's why he brought up the issue of, oh, if I have to do a surgery, then I'll pay for the surgery and all of that. So those promises were the things that really got you fell in love with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Hey, sometimes when I hear people talk like this and people take advantage of the less privileged, they profit by people's pain, and you become the predator. You are being preyed on. It pains my heart, and people forget that whatever you do is going to come back to you. There is no seed that leaves your hand, good or bad. It does not leave your hand. You only left your hand, but it's gone to your future to wait for you. What is the name of this man? Do you know him? Of course, you can't see him, obviously. But what was the description of him that you know that makes you to feel he might be saying the truth? I need to know that.
Um, what really makes me to say
Hmm.
I have um feelings for him is that he said is one of the late king of Oyo relative. His name is Prince Olamilekan Azeez Adeyemi. Is let me say is a according to how the cited people that described him for me, is tall a little, fair in complexion, and is someone that is a little bit fat, and is a hairy man. So let me say he's a hairy man.
So that's the way it's been described.
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the truth is, how did you get pregnant for him?
Um, Actually, he used to come to my place, as I've said earlier. He used to come to my place, and we used to have affairs together. Let me use affairs. We used to have affairs together, and when I told him I at October last year that I've missed my period, he told me that I should not worry. That one is not a big thing. So he said he's okay with that. It puts my mind at rest. One of sudden, he just changed his mind. Let me say that same last year, November or towards December, he told me that eh, he's not the owner of the baby again. No, I just the person that that I did not have anybody. You see me, you know who I am. You just conclude that you can't take care of the pregnancy again. You can't do anything for me again. Even all the promise you made, you have cancelled everything. So when we enter December that last year, he just told me that okay, if you want us to continue our relationship, let us go and do the abortion. The pregnant that is over 2 months. How can I do that? I have not heard, heard it from anybody that we should they did abortion in our family, and vision has been coming out in because my mother, she's someone that loves prayer. We used to go to church, mountains. So because of her life and her child. So let me go back to what I am saying. So you know, and I told him that I can't do this because vision has been coming out for me that if I have any pregnancy, I should not try to abort it. So when I traveled to my friend's place at that Christmas period, when he now called me on, is that not January 5 or 6? Now told me that if I did not come to Oyo back, that if the pregnancy is growing up like this, he will just deny the pregnancy and no one can take him and no one can arrest him for the pregnancy. And I told him that, "Ah, why are you saying this? Are you not the one that caused this?" He said, actually, I know I'm the one that caused it, but when you did not agree with what I told you."
Wow. In psychology, this is grooming. He groomed her to truncate her life, as it were. Groomed her to make sure she gave in, promising surgery, promising I'll send you to school, promising I will take care of you. That is mean as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure somebody is thinking, why did she consent? Whether you like it or not, we are wired to love and wanting to be loved. I've seen people that are not even as physically challenged as she is, settling down and marrying. So you cannot blame her for saying, okay, I'm falling in love. She said it that she fell in love with him. But this guy just came to steal her, steal her joy, steal her peace. I want you to describe this man or tell us everything you know about him, because I'm trusting that the whole world, with the description, with the name, with the numbers, you will help me to fish him out. As far as we are concerned now, he's at large. We've done everything. He's not picking anybody's calls. He's not communicating with anyone. He's just there trying to hide. Let me ask you a question. Is he married?
Yes,
How did you know?
that's what, after he has denied, he has told me that he will deny the pregnancy. He told me that he's already, through our conversations, he told me that he's okay with his wife. He's, he doesn't have problem with her. How will I get pregnant for him? And I told him that you did not tell me this before, that you are married. You did not inform me that you are married. He told me that how will he tell me that he's in such, he's in relationship with another person, even having three children. Like he's having 3 kids now.
Now, please, everything you know about him that you can use to describe him, all his numbers that you know, how he is, people living in the neighborhood should do everything to look for this man. He has actually given himself out. He said he has 3 kids, he has a wife, he's living somewhere under this sun. Please describe everything you know to the public. Let them look for him for us all over. His number, the way he looks, you don't know the way he looks, whatever it is you can use to explain it to the world. Please go ahead.
Um, his name his name is Olamilekan Azeez Adeyemi. Is, according to what he told me, he's living in Ilora in Oyo town. He's living in Ilora. So, and his two phone numbers. One is 09031572000 and 09044679310. Is um one of the honorables in Oyo friend. That honorable's name is Deji. Is in Afijio local government at Jobele. is one of his friend. So that's all what I know about him.
Let me ask you, how did you come about his friend? How did you know his friend?
Something happens to one of my area sisters in Oyo. So as I'm explaining the issue to him, that's when he bring out that
Person's name.
person's name.
Now, do you have the number? Can you get the number of that honorable?
I don't have his number because we did not have conversation.
The person that told you that when you were explaining the scenario to him,
We are just talking that day. So he's talking about what was happening in Nigeria this time around. So that's when I brought up the issue of the person. So he now said that he knows him, that is the special advisor for the person is late now. The person we are talking about at that time. So the person got job from that honorable Jide at Avijo as special advisor to him on disability. So that's when he told me that he's one of his honorable, that because he too he has um contest for honorable that time, that he, because among his name they used to call him honorable Prince Olamilekan Azeez Adeyemi. So that's when he told me about that man, that Jide is among his friend, that is the one that gave the man job.
so that Jide man is still very much alive.
Yes,
Can
Jide is alive. He is still the honorable there
is,
now.
is it possible to get his number, or we should get his number?
I can't really say because I did not know him. We did not have conversation.
That is so amazing. Having gone through all of this, how have you been able to manage yourself? I was told that when you were not pregnant, people want to hold you, they want to help you to walk, because of your state. But what happened to shame? What happened to the trauma? How do you feel when you think about the whole thing that has happened to you? How do you feel about the whole thing?
Um, I feel so bad because it's um it's almost destroy one thing in my life that will call happiness, because I always think that which eyes will people will using to will be using to look at me, because here and there, precious, precious. Even if I'm just going, if I'm just going on a roadside, you can just be hearing my name left and right. So when this when this has happened, um I barely go out because it's a shameful thing to me. And sometimes when I just think deeply, it's used to bring me into tears. So that's it now.
Can you give me a particular scenario that really made you to cry in this season of your life?
What really makes me to cry is that the highs that people will be using to look at me, and the gossip all around, even such as not happen, they are still gossiping about me. And when it it has happened now, the thing is very much, there are some people that they are kind to me when I'm at their presence, but at the back they are saying things that is very bad, that that's how our life is going to end, and that's how everything will just be. She will not be able to go to school. So, and then to live, to feel okay, I will think of it that how will I be okay like this? So everything joined together. Whenever I think deeply, it will just bring up tears. Like, how will I be okay? How will I feel fine? That's it, ma.
Wow. It's not the end of the road. I know somebody is hearing me now, and you felt you are at the crossroad. For the fact that she was privileged to cross her path, I know that people living with situations that they cannot even explain, they can't express, they find themselves in a very, very difficult place, being at the crossroad of life, thinking that you don't have help, you don't have hope. If you are listening to me today, there is help. Help is always available. There is hope. Hope does not bring shame. And the truth is, she needs help. She's 6 months gone now. In the couple of months, she's going to be having a baby. I want her to get help from people that have compassion. And of course, wherever the man is, help us to fish him out. Her pain is in segments. Having to bring a child to the world, not knowing the father, she can't see the dad. Not only that, she cannot see the person that pregnated her, she is carrying a child that would forever give her a memory of pain, wishing, where is the father of this child that I'm holding? Though I cannot see the child, but where is the dad? It's a lot for this 22-year-old girl. So please, whatever you can do to support her, our account number is going to be on the screen. Can you just tell them your account number offhand? She has an account. Whatever you can do, just keep helping me to support her before we bring out the person that is responsible for the pregnancy. And please do me a favor, let's fish this man out. She has mentioned the numbers. We're still going to be scrolling the numbers. Is declared wanted. Not that we want to punish him or anything. He should take responsibility, at least validate the pain of this girl. And she said it that she's never had a boyfriend. She wasn't promiscuous. So it's not an act of promiscuity that brought her to this place. It was an act of grooming. You told her you love her. She's still going to get married. I've seen people that are disabled that are happily married both ways. So please, whatever you can do to support her, I would really, really appreciate it. Please tell them your account number.
8166151439. Ope Precious Esther Ajayi.
Her name is Precious Esther Ajayi. Please call the account number again so I can call it with you.
81
81
double six
66
15
15
14
14
39.
39. The truth is, she doesn't have anything, as she does not have anybody. She's relying on all of us. I've done a lot, but I still believe we can do more. The baby will eat, the baby will be clothed. She needs to go to the hospital. It is after this episode that she's going to go to the hospital to know the sex of the baby. I'm trusting God and I'm trusting you that you help me to support her to have a baby and let her joy be full. Let's carry the baby and let the baby know that she's loved, or he or she, we don't even know the gender yet. The truth is, if the baby comes out without this care and love, rejection has gone into that child again, and the battle will be on and on and on. And that is what I don't personally want. Thank you so much for being part of this podcast. My name is Dr. Olufunke Adetuberu. I'm a therapist, I'm a counselor. I've done this for over 40 years. I want to appreciate everyone for giving me a listening heart in this situation. Listen to me. If you are going through stuff, we treat people, help them to heal from their mental struggles, and also we don't treat without screening. Please take advantage of our services, and you're going to be glad you did. Thank you for watching.